kids at home. We're here at Newport News Park where the Battle of Dam Number 1 took place. I'm standing by a monument that was dedicated here to the 3rd Vermont, which was one of the Union regiments that fought here. This was the Union side of the river, and the Confederates were on the other side of the river. So we're going to go down near the reservoir so we get a better view of where this battle took place. So on April 16th, 1862, this would have been the Warwick River, but the Confederates had put a dam on it to make it harder for the Union to cross to attack them. That's why we call it the Battle of Dam Number 1. So right around here, in this area, the Union soldiers marched across the river with their rifles over top of their head so that they didn't get wet. Now you're probably saying, it's really hard for me to put myself in the shoes of a soldier during the Civil War. As a kid, I mean, I'm not old enough to go to war. But how old do you think the youngest soldier who fought in the Civil War was? You might know somebody in your family who went away to join the military at 18. Well, guess what? The youngest soldier in the Civil War was 9 years old. That's right, 9 years old. He was a drummer boy. But if the battle got really fierce and people started to die and drop their weapons, the drummer boys were expected to pick up the rifle and go into battle or help take the wounded off of the battlefield. And that's exactly what happened here. 16-year-old Julian Scott was here at the Battle of Dam Number 1. He was a Union soldier from the 3rd Vermont, like the monument you just saw. He crossed this river twice and brought back at least 9 of his wounded soldier friends back to shore to help them to safety. And he won the Medal of Honor for it. And when he was crossing, he said that the bullets were dropping all around him in the water, and it made the water look like it was sap boiling. Now, if he was from Vermont, he probably was very familiar with making maple syrup. And what you do is you tap the trees, the syrup comes out, and then you have to boil it to make it into maple syrup. And when it bubbles, it's sap boiling, kind of like when your parents boil water on a pot on the stove. It would be similar to that. Picture the bullets just popping up all around you. One Confederate soldier said that it made him feel ticklish when the bullets whizzed by his ears and by his head. And you might say, how does that make you feel ticklish? Being ticklish is fun. This isn't fun to be in war. But think about how your skin gets prickly when you're nervous or scared and your hair stands up on end. That's the kind of feeling that it would be if you're out here and bullets are whizzing by your head and you're fighting for your life. So Julian Scott does this twice and brings 9 of his fellow soldiers back here, and he won the Medal of Honor for it. Unfortunately, the Union lost this battle, and it took 3 more years to fight the Civil War. Ultimately, the Union did win, and we remained the United States of America. So that is just a quick story about the Battle of Dam Number 1. But I encourage you all to come out here to learn a lot more about the Battle of Dam Number 1 at Newport News Park, which is open sunrise to sunset 365 days a year. We have interpretive signs to tell you a little bit more of the story. And when the Discovery Center is open to the public, you can even look at some of the bullets and buttons and different things that were dropped by the soldiers when they were here and that they were found during archaeological digs. So I encourage you to come out, and thank you for tuning in to this program.